Alex Eala walks away from Melbourne hungrier, not shaken. For Alex Eala, the scoreboard told only part of the story on a packed court 6 at Australian Open. Yes, her main draw debut ended in a first-round loss to Alycia Parks. But the moment itself, soaked in noise, expectation, and national pride, marked a turning point rather than a setback. Eala arrived in Melbourne as one of the most watched young players in the tournament, carrying not just a racket, but the weight of a country eager to see how far Philippine tennis could go on the sport's biggest stage. When she stepped onto the court, it felt less like an opening round match and more like a coming-out party. Filipino fans filled the stands early, squeezed into every available seat, their cheers echoing long before the first serve. That energy, Eala admitted afterward, made the loss sting more than usual. The awareness that so many people showed up for her, some traveling across cities, others staying up to the night back home, added an emotional layer she is still learning to manage. Even late in the third set, with the match slipping away, she said the support never faded. Instead, it followed her through every changeover, every long rally, every deep breath. What stood out was not disappointment, but perspective. Eala spoke candidly about adjusting to the attention that now surrounds her, acknowledging that she is still far from the sport's established icons. She mentioned the likes of Novak Djokovic, Aryna Sabalenka, and Carlos Alcaraz not as benchmarks she expects a match overnight, but as reminders of the long road that elite tennis demands. What she does embrace is the platform she has unexpectedly built. For Eala, the crowd in Melbourne and the surge of online support were proof that her journey resonates beyond wins and losses. She sees it as a chance to widen the doorway for young players who look like her, come from where she comes from, and dream of courts that once felt impossibly far away. That mindset carried over to social media, where she framed the defeat not as a failure, but as part of living the dream she once imagined from afar. The post was simple, almost casual, yet revealing the maturity that goes beyond rankings or results. Her Australian Open campaign, too, did not end with singles. Eala remained in the tournament in doubles, continuing to gain Grand Slam experience alongside Brazil's Ingrid Martins. It is her third appearance in women's doubles at this level, another quiet reminder that her growth is layered, deliberate, and far from finished. In Melbourne, Eala didn't just play her first Grand Slam main draw. She learned what it feels like to be seen, followed, and expected to deliver on a global stage. The loss may be recorded in straight sets, but the takeaway is harder to quantify. A young athlete discovering that pressure can coexist with gratitude, and that the journey ahead is bigger than any single match.